Did you know that in Mexico more than 1.5 million children under 5 years of age are malnourished? Malnutrition affects the health status of children, making them fall sick more often, stunting their growth, limiting their cognitive development, and reducing their opportunities for a better future. This situation worsens in rural communities. In Mexico, more than half of all children under the age of 5 live in poverty. Poverty breeds conditions that promote child malnutrition, and malnutrition causes greater expenditure on health, complicating the poverty situations of families even more. Malnutrition and poverty are linked in a cycle passed down from generation to generation and affect the most vulnerable children and families in Mexico. Nutre works to overcome the conditions of family poverty that cause or worsen malnutrition in children under the age of 6. We have learned from experience that by training families to maximize their capacity, improving of housing, caring for the environment, strengthening communities and setting up community promoters, sustainable development is possible. We work with a participatory, comprehensive, and gradual model of care in rural communities in Mexico. Malnutrition and poverty have multiple causes, so our model consists of 6 phases. We work on the most urgent actions, then move towards preventive actions and promotion of health. First, to identify these communities, we make a diagnosis of the community and child nutrition. We work with the families. They will be our allies in defining the future they want for their children and for their community. To attend to malnutrition, we establish a reciprocal commitment and mutual trust through the Nutrition and Child Health Program during working days when we measure and weigh children, set up medical consultations, grant a nutritional package and conduct campaigns for the diagnosis and treatment of anemia, as well as provide vitamin A supplements and rid entire families of parasites. We train families and work with them to encourage improvements in their health through the Family Health Education Program. Together we work in the Environmental Health Program with the participative construction of 3 eco-friendly technologies. An efficient stove that eliminates the smoke from their homes and reduces the use of firewood, a dry toilet that promotes good waste management, and a rainwater collection system for daily use. We also design productive projects for economic development, whereby with backyard orchard gardens and poultry houses, we ensure availability and access to a healthy and varied diet. We also work in the production of organic manure through vermicompost beds. In this way, the manure, the gardens, and sustainable poultry houses can generate surpluses which are then marketed to produce financial income. We train community promoters in the ability to manage their sustainable development. We accompany them and provide a further boost with our community management and development program to ensure the long-term impact of this model. Poverty and malnutrition is a problem for everyone, and the solution belongs to each one of us. That is why we set up partnerships, collaborative and voluntary work by people, companies, and educational institutions through our social participation program. This is how we establish links between those who contribute and those who are lacking, so they get to know each other and the conditions in which they live. We are helping to build a more interconnected and co-responsible Mexico. Ours is a 4-year commitment. The model is designed for families and communities to become independent. When we have been able to improve a child's nutrition and health, when we have strengthened family capabilities, when healthy habits are exercised, when we have helped improve homes and promoted economic development in families, training local promoters who are then able to make it all sustainable, that's when we become observers of the changes in children, families, and communities. We measure and evaluate what we do in order to replicate and strengthen our model and improve our transparency. We align ourselves with the Sustainable Development Objectives, approved by the United Nations Summit, joining efforts to end poverty, reduce inequality, and care for the environment, with no one left behind. Feeding a child means opening up possibilities for social, economic, and environmental development for Mexico's rural families. With you, we can achieve this change. Help us to feed Mexico.